Did you know that there's another billionaire in Gotham? One who dresses like a bat, but fights not to save the city, but to destroy it. This isn't Bruce Wayne's dark twin. It's Wrath, the anti-Batman. Born from tragedy just like Bruce, Wrath channels his rage and endless wealth into waging a war on Gotham's law enforcement. He's a man with resources that rival Wayne Enterprises, the skills to match Batman's training, and the twisted mind to turn Gotham's fears against itself. Today, we're peeling back the mask of Wrath to reveal how one man's vendetta turned him into Batman's most dangerous shadow. A villain forged from the same mold, but driven by the darkest motives. Wrath is two different characters in DC Comics. The original Wrath, introduced in Batman Special Issue 1, and his successor, Elliot Caldwell, introduced in Batman Confidential. Both versions share a tragic background of criminal parents, vengeance against the police, and a twisted version of Batman's story. Each Wrath independently developed their vendetta against Gotham's justice system, and specifically against James Gordon, making him and his ally Batman primary targets. The original Wrath story begins on the same tragic night that saw the murder of Bruce Wayne's parents. In a cruel twist of fate, Wrath's own parents, low-level burglars, were killed by a young police officer named James Gordon. This traumatic experience embedded a deep hatred of law enforcement in Wrath. He spent years in correctional facilities and eventually began training to avenge his parents by targeting Gotham's police and law enforcers, especially Gordon. As an adult, Wrath became a highly skilled assassin and a master of combat, tactics, and weaponry. Like Batman, Wrath adopted a suit and persona, mirroring the Dark Knight in appearance, training, and strategy. But his costume, marked by a crimson and purple design with a W insignia, signified his dark path. While Batman fights to protect Gotham's citizens, Wrath, who sees justice as hypocritical, is ruthless in his use of lethal force. His ultimate goal is to kill Gordon and bring down Gotham's law enforcement structure. Upon returning to Gotham, Wrath discovered Batman's true identity as Bruce Wayne and used this knowledge to mount a series of personal attacks. He desecrated the graves of Bruce's parents, injured Alfred, and took Leslie Tompkins hostage. In their climactic confrontation, Batman and Wrath clashed on a rooftop in Gotham, and Wrath met his end when he fell from the building after setting off his own incendiary device. Batman's battle with Wrath forced him to confront the fine line he walks between justice and vengeance, a boundary Wrath never respected. Years later, Elliot Caldwell, Wrath's successor and former protege, assumed the mantle. Caldwell was kidnapped and trained by the original Wrath as a twisted Robin figure, raised to follow in his mentor's violent footsteps.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like it. Doctor, what is it, Doctor?
I'm fine. Get the t-shirt.
The New 52 introduces a new incarnation that merges elements of the previous two Wraths, having the origin of the first and the name of the second. Unlike the original Wrath, Caldwell was a billionaire, using his wealth to found Caldwell Technologies, a front for his illegal activities and criminal empire. His resources allowed him to amass an arsenal of advanced weapons and equipment, positioning him as a true anti-Batman. Caldwell's vendetta against Gotham's police was broader than his predecessors. His initial spree in Gotham saw him targeting police officers with brutal precision, creating fear throughout the city. Unlike the original Wrath's personal vendetta against Gordon, Caldwell's objective was to destabilize the entire law enforcement structure. His actions were calculated, terrifying, and reminiscent of the Batman's crime-fighting approach, but with lethal results. In his confrontations with Batman, Caldwell's training and resources posed a serious threat. Caldwell was highly trained in unarmed combat and wielded advanced technology and weaponry. Like Bruce Wayne, he lived a double life, maintaining his image as the CEO of Caldwell Technologies while secretly plotting his attacks on Gotham's police. He even attempted to buy Wayne Enterprises, intending to use Bruce's company against him. His public persona shielded his criminal activities, allowing him to operate in Gotham with impunity. In one of their climactic battles, Caldwell even used an armored tank to attack Gotham City Police headquarters. Batman, however, evacuated the building in time, setting the stage for their final showdown. Despite Rath's ruthlessness, Batman chose not to kill him, handing him over to the Gotham police, who had been Rath's primary target. Caldwell was later imprisoned in Blackgate Penitentiary, where he continued to plot and ally with other criminals, leaving open the potential for his return. In modern DC continuity, Rath endures as a symbol of what Bruce Wayne could have become had he chosen Rath over justice. Both versions of Rath, first as a tormented, vengeful assassin, and later as a billionaire crime lord, pose a dark reflection of Batman's own journey. Each incarnation embodies the theme of vengeance taken to its extreme, providing a unique and challenging villain who not only matches Batman's abilities, but also questions his values. Rath's story shows us just how thin the line between justice and vengeance is. His character challenges Batman, Gotham, and the audience to consider what happens when a hero's mission for justice is driven not by hope, but by rage. With Rath still a lurking presence in Gotham's rogue gallery, his threat remains real, embodying what happens when a relentless pursuit of vengeance becomes a force of destruction rather than protection. So what do you make of Rath? Would you like to see him in live action? Please let us know in the comments below. Also, check out the I'm Fine t-shirt in our store, the perfect gift for sci-fi fans. Until next time, stay frosty and alert.